Good morning, students. Welcome to BS2 4th semester zoology class. Today I am going to discuss on meiosis. Meiosis. So in this meiosis, first meiosis cell division has two cell divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. In this class I am going to discuss on meiosis 1. So meiotic cell division. Meiotic cell division first time described by Van Beneden in 1883. Meiotic cell division occurs in germ cells of all living organisms. So the meiotic cell division is commonly known as reduction division. This occurs in germ cells. So which cells undergo cell division for producing gametes, they only undergo meiotic cell division. These are called as germ cells. During meiosis, the genetic material of a diploid germ cell undergoes two nuclear divisions and resulting in 4 haploid daughter cells. Each daughter cell has one half of the number of chromosomes as the parent cell. If parent cell has 46 chromosomes, the daughter cell has 23 chromosomes, half of it. There are two successive nuclear divisions in meiosis as compared to the one division found in mitosis. In case of mitosis, only one cell division is observed, whereas in meiosis, there are two cell divisions. Nuclear divisions 2 times occur in meiosis. Okay, so the two stages of meiosis are meiosis 1, meiosis 2. So ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅದಾವೆ, ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1, ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 2 ಅಂತ. ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1 ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್. ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1 ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅರ್ಧದಷ್ಟು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಏನಂತಾರೆ, ರಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1 ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್, whereas meiosis 2 called as equational division. Meiosis 2 is similar to that of mitosis. So in case of mitosis, what happens? That mitosis is called as equational division. Equational division means in each division, same number of chromosomes that are present in their parental cell would be present in daughter cells. So here in meiosis, same process happens here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 2ದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ ಅದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮು ಈ ಡಾಟರ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಉಳಿತಾವೆ. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಒಂದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಅದಾವೆ ಅದರ ಅರ್ಧದಷ್ಟು ಡಾಟರ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 2ದಲ್ಲಿ ಪೇರೆಂಟಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದಾವೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಡಾಟರ್ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲೂ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ, ಇಕ್ವೇಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ a dividing cell enters meiosis, it undergoes a period of growth called interphase. ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1 ಹೋಗಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಪೂರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1ಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತೇಳಿ. ಆ ಪ್ರಿಪ್ರೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ಅದಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನಂತಾರೆ, ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ the diagram which shows you the subdivisions that are occurring in the meiosis 1. This is meiosis 1. Okay, meiosis 1. Meiosis 1. This one is prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, cytokinesis. Prophase 1 is again divided into 5 substages: liptotine, zygotine, pachytine, diplotin, and diakinesis. So prophase 1 is very long duration it has. About 80 to 90% of the time taken for meiosis 1 is invested in prophase 1 only. prophase 1 only. Okay. Next, so this one is meiosis 2. Meiosis 2. So in meiosis 2 again 4 divisions are there, 4 stages are there: prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2, cytokinesis 2. Okay. In prophase 2, see, 2 cells are formed. Metaphase 2, 2 cells are dividing. Anaphase, telophase, cytokinesis. At the end of meiosis 2, 4 haploid cells are formed by one germ cell that enters into first meiosis. So 4 haploid cells are formed at the end of meiosis 2. But in this class we are concentrating only on meiosis 1. Meiosis 1. So meiosis has 2 phases, 2 cell divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Before this, interphase is there. Meiosis 1 has prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Prophase 1 is again divided into 5 substages: diplotin, zygotin, packaging, diplotin, diakinesis. Next, cytokinesis. Then meiosis 2 is again divided into prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2, and cytokinesis. So at the end of second meiosis, the 4 haploid cells are formed. Okay, interphase. So the interphase just prior to the entry of the cell into meiosis is known as pre-meiotic interphase. The interphase just prior to the entry of the cell into meiosis is known as pre-meiotic interphase. So meiosis 1 ಗೆ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಎಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೀ-ಮಿಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಫೇಸ್, chromosome replication takes place. S phase. Interphase has 3 phases: G1, G2 and S phase. During S phase, what happens, the chromosome duplicates. Multiplication of chromosome takes place. So 46 chromosomes in human beings, required number of chromosomes present in body cells. They undergo duplication. It becomes 46 plus 46, 92. But 92 chromosomes are not there. Only 46 chromosomes are there, but each chromosome has 2 chromatids. So that becomes 92. 92 chromatids. 92 chromatids means 46 chromosomes. So during S phase of pre-meiotic interphase, chromosome replication takes place. Okay, meiosis 1. Meiosis 1 separate homologous chromosomes and produce 2 cells with haploid chromosome number n. For that reason, it is known as reductional division. Diploid is converted into haploid. 2n becomes n. Therefore, it is called reductional division. So meiosis 1 consists of 4 stages: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, and telophase 1. Next, prophase 1. So prophase 1 is the longest duration compared to prophase 2, or prophase in mitosis. So comparatively, prophase of mitosis is shorter than prophase 1 of meiosis 1 or meiosis. It takes about 85 to 95% of the total time for meiosis and also much more complex. Prophase 1 ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ಗೆ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂಥ ಅವಧಿಯೊಳಗೆ 85-95% ಅವಧಿಯನ್ನು ಇದು ತಗೊಳ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಪ್ರೊಫೇಸ್ 1. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ಇದು ಭಾಳ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದ ಪ್ರೊಫೇಸ್ 1 ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು 5 ಸ್ಟೇಜಸ್: ಲಿಪ್ಟೋಟೀನ್, ಝೈಗೋಟೀನ್, ಪ್ಯಾಕೆಟೀನ್, ಡಿಪ್ಲೋಟೀನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೈಕೈನೆಸಿಸ್. ಲಿಪ್ಟೋಟೀನ್, zygotin, packaging, diplotin, and diakinesis. Like that, there are 5 substages in prophase 1. So liptotin, first substage in prophase 1. The first stage of prophase 1 is called liptotin or liptonema. All the chromosomes begin to condense, so they become visible as fine thread. So the main event that occurs during liptotin is condensation of chromatin material begins, so that chromosomes are started to appear as thread under compound microscope. There is marked increase in the nuclear volume. So inside the nucleus, volume is increasing, so that size of the nucleus is increasing. A process of homology, such which is essential to the initial pairing of homologous, begins during the liptotin. So next phase is zygote. So in the first phase, what happens? The significant event that occurs during first phase is during liptotin is condensation of chromosomes. The condensation of chromosome is started in liptotin. In zygote stage, what happens? Let us see. The zygote stage, also known as zygonema, this stage begins with the initiation of pairing between homologous chromosomes. See, homologous chromosomes are there. In body cell, how many homologous chromosomes are present? 23 pairs. How many pairs? 23 pairs. Actually 22 pairs, and one pair is a sex chromosome. This sex chromosome pair may be homologous or may not be homologous. Homologous means both should be same, XX chromosome. In female, homologous pair is there. In male, X and Y chromosomes are there. So totally how many homologous chromosomes? 23 pairs. 23 pairs. So these homologous chromosomes started to, they begin to pair up. Pairing occurs, pairing starts during a zygote stage. Along their entire length, they pair up. Homologous pairing between homologous chromosomes, and it ends with complete pairing. Yes, zygote stage ends with complete pairing up of homologous chromosomes. The process of pairing at end to end between homologous chromosomes is known as synapsis. Yes, the pairing of homologous chromosomes is called as synapsis. Next, the synaptonemal complex is formed during this zygote stage. Synaptonemal complex between two homologous chromosomes, synaptonemal complex is formed. At the completion of zygote, the paired homologous takes the form of bivalents. Yes, each homologous chromosome is called as bivalent. Bivalent means it has two chromosomes. Each pair has two chromosomes. One is paternal, another is maternal. The number of bivalents in each species is equal to the haploid number. The number of bivalent in each species is equal to the haploid number. So in case of human beings, the number of bivalent is 23. Number of bivalent is 23, but actual number of chromosome is 46. Right? So 46 chromosomes paired. 46 chromosomes are having 23 pairs. Therefore, how many pairs are there? 23 pairs are there. So how many bivalents? 23 bivalents. Pachytene stage. Next stage is Pachytene stage. The Pachytene stage, also known as pachynyma. The process of synapsis is complete. The process of synapsis, pairing of homologous chromosomes, is completed during the the zygote stage only. Here, if at all it is remaining any part of it, that will be completed during a Pachytene stage. The two homologous of each bivalent appears to be attached with each other at one or more points. These attachments are known as chiasmata. The homologous chromosomes, each homologous chromosome has two sister chromatids. So totally each pair of chromosome has 4 chromatids. Okay, 4 chromatids. These chromatids are adhered at some points where the non-sister chromatids are connected with each other in each homologous pair is called as chiasmata. Chiasmata. Point of attachments between two non-sister chromatids of a homologous pair of chromosome known as chiasmata. So crossing over is a precise breakage, swapping and reunion between two non-sister chromatids. So where the connection is there between non-sister chromatids, there the segments are cut and attached. So this is called as crossing over. One segment of one chromosome may join with another chromatid of another chromosome. So crossovers makes new gene combinations and which are an important source of genetic variations in populations. So crossing over is important here in sexual reproduction to develop or to bring about variations in progeny. So diplotin stage. The diplotin stage, also known as diplonema. DNA recombination is complete here during a diplotin stage. Recombination of DNA is completed during a diplotin stage. Recombination means what? So earlier, before pairing, there were two chromosomes. One is paternal, another is maternal. Paternal chromosome has all genes that were present in their father. Maternal chromosome has all genes present in their mother. When both are fused, the crossing over takes place. As a result, some genes that are present on maternal chromosome may attach to the paternal part of the chromosome. Paternal genes may come to lie on maternal chromosome. Thus, the crossing over takes place between these two paternal and maternal chromosomes. As a result, new combinations, new variations develop. So these variations are responsible for the development of variations in their progeny. The paired chromatids begin to pull apart, causing the strands to separate longitudinally. So paired homologous chromosomes which pair during a zygote stage, they started to repel each other after crossing over. After exchanging genetic material, they start to repel each other. Look here, these two chromosomes, homologous chromosomes, can you see here? One is red, another is blue. These two are homologous chromosomes. This is bivent. Now they move away from each other. They move apart from each other because crossing over has occurred here. So the chiasmata tend to become terminalized as the meiotic prophase continues. So number of chiasmata decreases, reduced. Terminalization of the chiasmata takes place in homologous chromosomes. Then diakinesis. The chromosomes become shorter and thicker due to condensation. Yes. Condensation of chromosome is continued till the last stage of the prophase 1. Nucleolus and nuclear envelope disappear towards the end of the diakinesis. Towards the end of the diakinesis, nucleolus is disappearing and nuclear envelope is also disappearing. So inside the nucleus, nucleolus would be present, that would be disappearing at the end of diakinesis, and nuclear envelope is also disappearing. The centrioles migrate away from one another. Centrioles migrate, yes, they have reached opposite poles. Then metaphase 1, next stage is metaphase 1. So all the bivalents migrate within a cell to metaphase plate. See, all the chromosomes are pulled to lie on the equatorial plane, middle of the cell. So middle of the spindle fibers, that is called metaphasic plate. So one homologous is pulled above the metaphase plate, the other below. Okay, the centromeres of homologous chromosomes of each bivalent stretch out and either side. So look here, this is one pair. So this chromosome has its own centromere here, this chromosome has its own centromere here, this centromere is connected to this spindle fiber, this centromere is connected to this spindle fiber. Now in the next stage what happens, anaphase stage, they are pulled towards the opposite pole. As a result, these chromosomes of these homologous pairs move towards this side, and these four chromosomes move towards this opposite pole during anaphase stage. So the centrioles are at opposite poles of the cell. Spindle fibers from one pole of the cell attached to one chromosome, and spindle fibers from the opposite pole attached to the homologous chromosome. Anaphase 1. Chromosomes move to the opposite poles, right? Now they are moving to opposite poles. Can you see here? The microtubules and the kinetochore fibers interact with which cause the movement. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಈ ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಫೈಬರ್ಸ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಈ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ರೆಡ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಬ್ಲೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ನೋಡಿರಿ. ಕಾರಣ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ರೆಡ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಕೆಲವು ಭಾಗ ಬ್ಲೂಗೆ ಬಂದದ, ಬ್ಲೂದಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಭಾಗ ರೆಡ್ಗೆ ಬಂದದ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮಟೀರಿಯಲ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಈ ಥರ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದಲೇ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕಾರಣ ಇದೆ ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್. ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು? ಮೊದಲೇ ಹೋಮೋಲಾಗಸ್ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಪೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಕಯಾಸ್ಮಟ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಕಯಾಸ್ಮಟ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಕ್ರಾಸಿಂಗ್ ಓವರ್ ಮುಗಿದ ನಂತರ ಮತ್ತು ಅಗೇನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್. ಹೌದು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತಾವೀಗ. ಈಗೇನಾಯಿತು? ಮೊದಲೇ ಸೆಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸು? ಈ ಕಡೆ 4 ಅದಾವ, ಈ ಕಡೆ 4 ಅದಾವ. ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು? 8 ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್. ಈಗ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ? 4 ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೇನು? ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನ್. ಮೊದಲು 8 ಇದ್ದವು, ಈಗ 4 ಅದು. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 1 ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ರಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ move to the opposite poles. The microtubules and the kinetochore fibers interact which cause the movement. A difference between mitosis and meiosis is that sister chromatids remain joined after metaphase in meiosis 1. Sister chromatids remain joined after metaphase in meiosis 1. Whereas in mitosis they separate. Look here, difference is, so after anaphase stage, in mitosis what happens is the sister chromatids separate, whereas here sister chromatids are not separated. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗ 2 ಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವಿಲ್ಲ, ಸಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ಸ್. ಇವೆರಡು ಜೊತೆಯಾಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ. ಆದರೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ದೊಳಗೆ ಹಂಗಾಗ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆಟಾಫೇಸ್ದನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿದ್ವು, ಸೆಂಟ್ರೋಮಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಕ್ರೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕ್ರೊಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ. ಎಲೆ ಪ್ರೊಫೇಸ್ 1 ಪ್ರೊಫೇಸ್ 1ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾಫೇಸ್ 1ದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಾಫೇಸ್ 2ದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಇದು ಮೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಮೆಟಾಫೇಸ್ಗಳು ಏನಾಕಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So during anaphase 1, original chromosomes separate, so reduction in the number of chromosomes from 2n to n number, yet the sister chromatids remain together. Then telophase 1, the homologous chromosome complete their migration to the two poles because of shortening of spindles. The nuclear envelope organized around two groups of chromosomes. The nucleolus also reappears. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಕಡೆ ರೀಚ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವ, ಇನ್ನು ಅವುಗಳ ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎನ್ವಲಪ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತದ, ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಂದರೆ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್. ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ, ಆದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ಗೆ 2 ಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ಸ್ ಅದಾವೆ, ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಅದಾವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಕ್ರೋಮೋಸೋಮ್ ಅದಾವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಎಷ್ಟದ? 8 ಅದ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 8 ಅದಾವೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದ್ರಾಗ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಕೈತಿ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್. ಈ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಲು ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಮಿಯೋಸಿಸ್ 2ದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ 4 ಆಕಾವ. ಆದರೆ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಡ್ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಒಂದೇ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Cytokinesis. So cytokinesis involves the formation of a cleavage furrow resulting in the packeting of the cell into two cells. So cytokinesis, the cytoplasm is divided so that two cells are formed, two daughter cells are formed at the end of first meiosis. The number of chromosomes is how much? How many chromosomes are here? 4 chromosomes are here. But there in the mother cell 8 chromosomes were present, but here 4 chromosomes. Therefore it is called reductional division. At the end of telophase 1 and cytokinesis, 2 daughter cells are produced, each with 1/2 of the number of chromosomes of the original parent cell. So that's about the meiosis 1. I have a module, will show you the events that occurred during different stages of meiosis 1. Let us have a look.
During the production of reproductive cells called gametes, meiosis is a reductional division that reduces the chromosome number of a cell by half. Meiosis involves a single round of DNA replication followed by 2 cell divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. The entire process of meiosis results in the formation of 4 haploid daughter cells with half the chromosome number as that present in the diploid parent cell. However, after fertilization occurs, the chromosome number gets restored. Meiosis 1 is the reductional division in which the chromosome number gets halved and distributed between 2 daughter cells. Meiosis 1 includes 4 stages: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. Let's know about the homologs before studying the phases of prophase 1. Each diploid cell has 2 copies of chromosome, one inherited from the male parent and the other from the female parent. These two copies, coming from different parents, are similar to each other and are called homologs. Now let us look at the different stages of prophase 1 in detail. To begin with, let us learn about leptotene. During leptotene, the chromosomes condense and become visible. The zygotene phase is followed by pachytene. During pachytene, the chromosomal crossing over now takes place between the non-sister chromatids of the homologous chromosomes. This crossing over is what makes each individual unique and causes the recombination modules to be visible. As the crossing over completes, it marks the end of the pachytene phase. Diplotene is followed by diakinesis, which is also the last stage of prophase 1. During diakinesis, the chromosomes are fully condensed, the nucleolus and the nuclear membrane dissolve, and the mitotic spindle begins to assemble. Prophase 1 is followed by metaphase 1. During metaphase 1, the microtubules from the opposite poles attached to the chromosomes at the kinetochores and the bivalents align along the equatorial plate with a random orientation. Either of the parental homolog takes up any site on the spindle. The metaphase 1 is followed by anaphase 1. During anaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes separate out and move to opposite poles with shortening of the microtubules. The sister chromatids, on the contrary, remain attached at the centromere. In this module, you have learned meiosis is a reductional division which reduces the chromosome number of a cell by half. Meiosis involves a single round of DNA replication followed by two cell divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis 1 includes 4 stages: prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1 and telophase 1. Prophase 1 is further subdivided into 5 stages: leptotene, zygotene, pachytene, diplotene and diakinesis. During leptotene, the chromosomes condense and become visible. During zygotene, the duplicated chromosomes pair with homologs to form bivalents. During pachytene, the attachment of homologs to each other along their length, that is synapsis, is complete. In diplotene, synapsis brings to breakdown, the chromatids start to pull apart, and chiasmata are visible. By diakinesis, the chromosomes are fully condensed, the nucleolus and nuclear membrane dissolve, and the mitotic spindle begins to assemble. Prophase 1 is followed by metaphase 1, when the microtubules from opposite poles attached to the chromosomes at the kinetochores and the bivalents align along the equatorial plate. During anaphase 1, the homologous chromosomes separate out and move to opposite poles with shortening of the microtubules, forming 2 haploid sets. During telophase 1, the chromosomes reach the poles and nuclear envelopes are reformed around the 2 daughter nuclei and the nucleoli reappear. A furrow appears in the cytoplasm and the cell divides into 2 by cytokinesis.
Okay.